There's no I in team, nor in star status. America's fan club, yeah, we one of the baddest. We rep the star with pride, it's blue and silver we bleed. Nationwide blueprint, no following cause we lead. You gotta know who you reppin', act accordingly. Be that part of our change for all communities. We uplift and inspire, this ain't the club to be petty. Building strong foundations so all our leaders are ready. There's strength in numbers, so play your part with pride. We going forward, not backwards. Star status for life, for life, for life. Star status for life. We going forward, not backwards. Star status for life. You gotta know the part. You gotta, hey, act the part. You gotta be the part. Respect the star in each other at all time. That's law. You gotta know the part. Hey, act the part. You gotta be the part. Respect the star in each other at all time, that's law. We building bridges, not burning them. Call it Cowboys Connection. Salute to Cowboy Kill for birthday, his God-given vision. We setting the bar, there's no exception to that rule. We proud of the stars, kings and queens draped in blue. Sisterhood finest, brotherhood at its best. A positive organization, and to that I attest. Under star status cares, we give back with love. When I say star status, you yell Cowboy up. SSCC, positive, no drama, no act, be the part. That's the club formula. There's strength in numbers, so play your part with pride. We going forward, not backwards. Star status for life. There's strength in numbers, so play your part with pride. We going forward, not backwards. Star status for life, for life, for life. Star status for life. We going forward, not backwards. Star status for life. You gotta know the part. You gotta, hey, act the part. You gotta be the part. Respect the star in each other at all time. That's law. You gotta know the part. Hey, act the part. You gotta be the part. Respect the star in each other at all time. That's law. Cowboy up, cowboy up.
Are we live together finally?
It's time, baby.
Is it? What time is it, Bob? What time is it, baby?
It's been a long time. It's Cowboy up time. It's Cowboy Cousins time. That's what time it is right now. Cowboys Cousins, man. How about that win, y'all?
You better know it. Where's all our cousins at, baby? It's the Cowboy Cousins report with your boy BG and Bob the Cannabis Cowboy. Is the game over with yet? I don't know.
Yeah, I think Troy, I think Aikman and Buck are currently giving their last minute talkings. So yeah, looks like the game's over, man.
Well, it's still going a little bit.
Oh wait,
the Giants get the ball back with like a minute. We just kicked a field goal.
The Giants get the ball back with a minute. We just kicked a
minute 53.
Man, is this the longest game ever? This last 5 minutes how long has it been? At least 45 minutes, Bob.
Dude. I mean, you remember when I texted you? I was like, "Hey, we might want to extend it." You're like, "I'm figuring it out." Or you're saying I'm keeping extending it as it goes.
Yeah, I know. We initially we had it set up for 4, but because it's such a long game, I don't know why. Jesus, this game seems like it's taking so long. So let's give some shout outs to everybody that's rolling with us, coming in. What up, Lee Grant? I see you, baby. What up, Richard? Oh, always. Here we go. I got to get back on my job. I forgot. We're live, not on the phone.
Oh, listen to you. F you. We love F you. It's been a while. It's always good to see your name pop up, man. I don't know. It just brings a smile to my face. I know BG feels the same. You really are one of the very first supporters, Facebook user. We appreciate you always.
Yes. We love Facebook user. Thank you for always hanging out with us. We always have at least one. There's my active duty Navy shipmate right there, Caitlin, supporter, BDG big page supporter right there on the line. Cowboys win, baby. Am I the only one that hates Troy commentating on the games? I think quite a few of our cousins out there feel the same way. Caitlin, what about you, Bob? How you feel about it?
I'll give my take on this right now, and this is the deal. Troy Aikman is my all-time favorite Dallas Cowboys quarterback. Hate me if you want, no big deal. However, he is also one of the best NFL announcers out there and does such an amazing job at being non-biased towards the Dallas Cowboys that we feel as a Cowboys nation that he is actually going against us because he should be being a little bit more rah-rah. But I will say this, when we are winning and doing well, I have no problem with Troy Aikman calling our games, man, because he's got nothing bad to say. Nothing bad at all. He has, and it's always great to hear him say great stuff about the Dallas Cowboys when the Cowboys are doing well.
I hear it too, and I think because Troy's, the field general, aka the field general. If you've seen him out there with Micah Parsons on the turf early before the game, we shared that photo here. Leaders are gonna say sometimes things people don't like to hear. And I think with Troy, sometimes that can be misconstrued as hating, but a lot of times Troy just be trying to spit facts. Now we know he got a little bit of a, a side jab over there with the Cowboys, probably going back to Jerry and some of those early days back in the dynasty eras, where Troy was going off like somebody needs to do their job, hold these people accountable. You guys remember that. And I think that culture that I know that you wanted to talk about here today, Bob, is a reason why we didn't see this Cowboy team slip after them first 2 turnovers by Dak early on in the first quarter in the first half of the game. Would you agree?
I would 100% agree. And we just had a pick 6.
Was it Diggs?
I'm trying to see right now. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for jumping out of frame like a crazy person.
And this is what you get when we can't stream it on the West Coast.
Anthony Brown, BG.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my God. God has a funny sense of humor after I posted it up here today that Anthony Brown got bailed out. Anthony Brown, how many yards was it?
It was probably 60 yards, right?
Oh, that's right. I picked up Dallas's defense.
Yeah, I've had Dallas's defense for 3 weeks now.
Wow. Oh, and fantasy football. I told y'all start Dallas defense. I told you was going to clean up. Even if Danny Pennies was in there, Diggs is good for at least one a game. Can we all agree?
You were going to have to agree on that. That is 100% the case. Statistically, you are right.
Every Cowboy fan that's on here watching, if you're happy Diggs got 7 picks, I need y'all to like and share this video right now. Share this video to your timeline so we can get some more cousins in here on this Cowboys cousin post-game report. So we still had enough time to get a pick 6. How much time is left in the game now?
That's probably 7 minutes. They added time. I don't know. I think it was. They're not showing that right now. If somebody wants to throw that info, please do.
Oh, there. Okay, there. I got the red zone over here on this side. I can see. Anthony Brown second. I can't. Let me see. Now I don't want to share it on here because Facebook is on my ass.
Yeah. Caitlin Burson, thanks for the 411 on everything so far tonight. 1:28 left. Thank you so much.
Oh, that was Caitlin dropping that pick in there?
That's still a lot of time, man.
Oh yeah, a lot of time left. Definitely.
For them to do anything.
At any rate, the beautiful thing about this team, I think we can all agree with right now, is the mere fact that all we were saying last year was, man, imagine how good we would be before Dak got hurt. Imagine how good we would be if we just had an average defense. All of a sudden, in one offseason, we are in the top 5 in most categories. Most importantly, turnovers, which is something we haven't seen in a long time. No one's jumping routes on the Dallas Cowboys defense and getting picks. Byron Jones didn't have a lot. I was talking to my brother Eric B about this. Man, you can't even go back to Scandrick and Claiborne and those days and Carr and get too many picks, let alone pick 6s from those guys. We went so long with just a mediocre defensive back squad. It just feels so good to see what we see right now, man.
And I told you, baby, it had to be Team 40 Burger. I don't want to hear that shit from them haters. Saquon had 3 ankles, so he don't count. And Danny Pennies, y'all made change of him. He had to go out the game. I don't give a damn because if them Cowboys, when Dak got hurt, you know what I mean? Everybody want to laugh. So we're going to let y'all haters have it this year. I want to hear that shit. Oh, it's a weak team. It's a division game, baby. 2-0. How about Dak? How you like Dak? How you like Dak? You like Dak? You know what I'm saying? 2-0 in the deal, baby.
Guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, if you are sick and tired of hearing everybody talk about the anniversary of Dak getting his leg hurt, the fact that it happened against this freaking team at this freaking time, I'm just so tired of hearing it.
Bro, and I'm glad you said that because leading up to this game, if you can go back to every video, I went live and talked about the Giants this week. Not once did I talk about Dak's injury. You want to know why? Because if you watch Hard Knocks, what did the guy say on episode 1 when it opened up? He said he buried that shit.
Yeah. He forgot it after it happened, man.
He buried that shit. I'm going to need y'all Cowboy fans. The media still, it's the Dak revenge game and the injuries. Well, karma's a bitch. You know what I mean? Saquon, we don't wish no injuries on nobody, but damn, any given Sunday. Y'all seen what happened to my man last year, but we didn't talk about that leading up today because it's been buried as far as I'm concerned.
There's still 1:15 left in this game, BG.
Bro, it is what it is, man. I mean, at least we're all talking about the game here. It's atrocious on the West Coast.
Looks exhausted.
I thought I was going to be able to stream it on NFL Game Pass, but they said, ha, that game's out of market. You can't get that either. And I'm like, well, what the fuck good is Game Pass for if I can't watch the game? It's essentially like cable out of market. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's basically it's like Hulu. It's the Hulu of NFL games. You watch them after they air, not live.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time.
Yeah, now I know it was mostly a replay, so I did understand that part. But they got me with the preseason games, and I think even the Bucks game we had that was open live.
Those are live.
Yeah,
those are live. Yeah.
Here I come on thinking I got the game here. I was even on the fence, like, damn, I should stream a little bit of it so people could see it, or maybe I could stream it in the secret group, or maybe I could stream it like in the messenger. I was trying to figure out some ninja stuff. Then I was like, man, they ain't even got the game on here. I gotta watch Red Zone. And shout out to Red Zone. They really love this game right here. Somebody was talking about. Where is that? Somebody put up that score of that game. Who was it? Raiders. The Raiders and whoever they're playing. That game was on the whole. No, it was the Chargers. The Chargers and the Browns game. That's what it was. Red Zone had the Chargers and the Browns game all the way. Didn't even want to show no Cowboy shit. You know what I mean? It was like Cowboys were the commercials. Thanks a lot, Red Zone.
I think Disney, if I'm not mistaken, I feel like the last thing I heard Disney was in a battle for the rights to the NFL Sunday ticket, or not the NFL Sunday ticket, for the rights to stream NFL games. They would be an alternative to Sunday Ticket, which we purchased the streaming version of that and have not had to use it yet, because when the Cowboys are winning in Denver, they show the Dallas Cowboys.
And there you have it. Thank you, Nicole. She says, BG, the Raiders lost. Damn Raiders. What happened? Thought y'all's number 4 over there was the truth. It looked like a lie and fake news, like Fox was over there posting today about our man Ezekiel. Thank you, Nicole, for that update. I told you the Raiders going to win 5 games if they get lucky this year.
I tell you what, man, it feels good to be able to watch what Ezekiel Elliott is doing, and with the compliment of Tony Pollard, and sort of shutting everybody up, man. You know, if you go back, let's go back a month, 2 months, and think about what GMFB was always saying, like, oh, Zeke lost a step, they paid this guy too much, da 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 da. All of a sudden, Zeke is trucking MFs out there, and it's getting a little to the point now where really nobody has the ability to say shit. And what John Reyes said over there, props to you, John. That's exactly right. Quinn, I don't think really ever had an issue as a defensive coordinator. I think once you become a head coach, that just becomes a different game, man.
It's
totally different, man. Yeah,
you know,
but if you're able to focus on one group of coaches and players, I think it's probably a little easier. What do you think, BG?
But I mean, that's why I call DQ. Not Dairy Queen, like the vanilla shakes. I like them tall vanilla shakes. My man DQ over there, Dan Quinn, is a practitioner. I mean, I seen him up here with LOB. I know I lived up here and experienced that with them, even with, you know, the Dez, you know, and all that other with the Tony Romo and all that hurt and everything. But, you know, he's a practitioner, and it shows because that energy and them teaching, as you see these reports come out, Dan Quinn is not afraid to change on the fly. He listens to his players, and I think that's key as opposed to you got an armchair guy who can't show you nothing but just does Zoom meetings and gets hot sauce in his fucking eye.
And it's got to feel good too to be able to get in there as a brand new DC before the draft and just sit and watch defensive player after defensive player after defensive players go off the board into your lap as a defensive coordinator. It's the reason why Jalen was obviously a casualty. We all love Jalen. Jalen's not an asshole, man. It's the reason why we love the guy. But he wasn't producing the way these young, cheap kids are, man. And they're going to be on rookie contracts for a little bit and smaller contracts. It's just a business, man. But it's good to see we're able to do that, man. That's the big thing. Being able to do that is huge.
Speaking of Karen Rodgers and company, along with Jalen over there, I think they barely squeezed by Cincinnati today, didn't they? I don't know. Karen Rodgers is over there looking suspect. I don't like Aaron Rodgers this much. I drafted him. I start Dak Prescott in my fantasy football league. But I drafted Aaron Rodgers, and you know where his ass is at?
Bench.
On the fucking bench.
I
drafted him so nobody could get him. I'm going to take an L on that one. So come with it. You got 2 starting running backs if you want to trade in the BDG league. I got Karen Rodgers on the fucking bench. You know
Damn.
But shout out to Miguel. Shout out to everybody on YouTube. Thanks everybody for watching on YouTube. We're live on YouTube here today. We're live on Facebook and BDG and on the BDG or in OAT, I'm sorry, and on the BDG page. So shout out to Miguel. He says, I live in California and I can talk shit to all these Niner fans and these Raider fans. Man. That's what's up. Because I thought, didn't the Niners lost today too, didn't they?
You know, I think you really always could, if I'm being honest. Let's be honest about that, but you really always could. But now you've just got a damn good reason, and it's just so much easier at this point to do so. So, yeah, I feel you.
Shout out to Caitlin, the supporter right here, BDG page supporter. Speaking of which, we're looking for some more supporters. We're up to 74 supporters right now, and we need 2 on this broadcast. I got this quest for the 6-pack. I've got 2 names left. So hit the green badge that you see here, become a supporter. Shout out to Caitlin, the supporter right there rolling with us. The next 2 that sign up, you're going to go in here and get a chance to win what's in this bag. Gave a ton of prizes already away, but she says, got to thank them Raiders for Coop. I agree. Y'all remember that, right, when that went down?
Yeah, you know what's funny is I got a friend, he's actually a lifelong friend who's a diehard Raiders fan. And he sort of was a little pissed off about that. I wouldn't say he's hardcore enough to kind of go deep into the reasons why he was upset about it. But after he started seeing what he did on a couple of those games where he was getting 300, 200 yards, he was definitely like, well, that's what we do. We always get rid of the good players. And I'm like, you know, we have relationships with some teams. We always do business with the Giants. We do it with Detroit a lot. And we do it with Oakland too. Or Las Vegas. That's going to be a hard sell for me. Yeah, we have relationships with some of those teams, man. That's just the way it is.
Oh, I got a relationship with their ass, all right. We're going to see y'all, all my Cowboy cousins, we're going to see y'all ass at the Cowboy Cousin Thanksgiving function, okay? You know what I mean? Raiders talking about y'all fit to come take over what stadium? Y'all couldn't even take over SoFi on the West Coast nation. And then y'all got y'all's coach out there making these dumbass remarks, racist remarks. I mean, come on, man. What are y'all doing over there, Raider Nation? Y'all going to have to get it together, baby.
I think we all knew Gruden was a little wacky, man. Believe me, there's nobody out there nobody wants a microphone in that dude's face, man, especially after bad times or anything in the past.
Well, I think it's got a lot to do with the NFLPA and some guy there and getting a job. There's some chess being played, according to some of the reports are coming out. So because they're like, this happened in 2011. Why is this all of a sudden important? Well, I ain't gonna talk about it no more. Raiders, that's y'all fucking problem. Y'all got that nation problem over there, so y'all handle that. And y'all make sure y'all get your boots laced up. Come see us at the Cowboys function at Thanksgiving.
It's going to be a game. I'm looking forward to another game in particular. What game do you think I'm looking forward to us playing?
The Denver game?
That's a good guess, man. Damn good guess. You're right. That's the
in Dallas,
game.
though, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, man, it's something that's in the forefront of my head, man. I'm tired of the locals. As much as I love and respect how much they love their team, they just got a lot of hate for a team that has nothing to do with their division and their conference at all. If I'm being honest, the 4 and 8 game rotation we do with everybody out of division and out of conference. I just like seeing them lose. But yeah. What's the next game we have?
Well, we got the Patriots, and that looks like a road game, and next Sunday on the 17th. So we're gonna have to tune in for that, because I tell you what, if we show up with this kind of gameplay against the Giants and the Patriots, it's probably not gonna be the same result. You know, we could get over there at Foxborough. Y'all know how that goes. You know, the Patriots, that looked like, I mean, this could have been a trap game. That's what I was saying. We had to hang 40 points on them for it to even be convincing. But then we come out 2 turnovers. We get sloppy that first half. We should have been on them first half early. We closed it out right there, Dak, with that score at the end, going into halftime. Some things we still need to clean up. From what I could see on some of the clips that I could see, for those of y'all that got to watch the game out there, what I'd like to do is I'm going to put the invite in the link. So if you'd like to come up on here and chat with us about the game, if you happen to watch the game, especially my Cowboys cousins, or if you were a fan that actually went to the game today, we're boots on ground, and you got a W, I want you to click that link. I want you to join us here and tell us how your experience with the game. But before we do that, as I drop that in here, Bob, what's been up with you? I shared your YouTube link in here. I know you've been doing some things. When can we see some cannabis content, brother?
Well, as I let everybody know, my Patreon and my supporters on YouTube and my Patreon brothers and sisters, probably about 4 or 5 months ago, we actually, maybe a little bit less time than that. It feels like that long. It hasn't been that long. We've been trying to sell the current house we're in, and we're getting a new house. So we're in the middle of doing that right now. We're almost 100% done selling this one and trying to find a new one. So until that happens, I can't really do any of the videos that I normally would be doing, because I have to keep this house sort of 100% clean cut, so that if anybody wants to come in and look at it, but once we do get into the new establishment, I'm gonna have a lot more growing videos going on. I've actually got a lot of stuff lined up, especially for the folks who've been supporting me this whole time. And thanks again to all of you folks on my Patreon, including you, BG, who've been doing it since day one, along with Mike, my brother Cow, and everybody who's been doing it and helping me out, man. I really appreciate. But we dropped the link to my YouTube channel. That's one way you can definitely help support me. Just go and check out some of the videos I've done, some of the reviews I've done for the cannabis I get in the Denver area, and that's what I'm continue to do as soon as I'm able to get a new full-time abode in a room like you've got, just fully. You can't tell what I've got here. I've got a loft, which is why I always have to have artificial backgrounds, because it's just a gate behind me. But
right.
I'm gonna have it eventually an actual room. So I'm looking forward to that.
Well, that's what's up. So I've dropped the link in the comments. So if you were at the game today and you got your dub, you know what I mean? If this was your first game, especially if you're a fan that were at the game today and you got your dub, I'd love to have you come up on here. I got a few questions for you. But if not, if we have nobody here that attended the game, if you got somebody that like to come up on here, make sure you're on Wi-Fi, turn your phone sideways for the best viewing experience, and make sure you ain't got no funny shit going on in the background. You know what I mean?
Man, yeah, that could happen. We all know we've got crazy households, and some people don't think they're crazy. It looks like everybody else is crazy. So that's just the way it is. Pay attention.
Yeah, but that puts us at 4-1, 2-0 in the division. Yes, Philly won today. Did the what the fuck team, did they win today?
I don't know. I feel like they lost, but it's tough, man. I don't really care about anyone but the Dallas Cowboys.
I'm just trying to figure out what that division is.
No,
looking
I feel
like.
you. Here, let's see.
Who?
Washington, did they win or lose?
They lost.
The director says they lost. So
thank you, director, always being on time. She said
all over that.
Shamika, the big supporter there, says, "Hell no, they lost. That's capital punishment." You right about that? Fucking what the fuck team thought they was gonna do something, man? Come on.
What the fuck?
But somebody asked us, we were doing a giveaway, a run the damn ball hat here on BDG page. So like I said, I'm gonna announce that here shortly. We're looking for two more supporters here on this quest for the 6-pack. So how does that work? The next 2 supporters that sign up, I'll check it right here on the back end. You'll be entered, and you'll have a 1 in 6 chance of being able to win what's in this package. Now, I've given away a couple of pair of socks already, Cowboy socks and some Blockbuster socks. So shout out to Blockbuster in Bend, Oregon. If you didn't know, there's only one Blockbuster left in the world. It's in Bend, Oregon. BG was there. I got a postcard and some socks, gave that away. But 2 more folks can get on board right here. Sign up. We're going to do this run the damn ball hat giveaway. This is free. We did this in the open. And I'm taking a look at, let's get some stats. Somebody throw up how many yards. I'm looking at them here, but I want to see, does everybody pay attention? How many yards did Zeke have? Total yards. That's the only thing we need to know, because if you liked and shared, and if somebody got that right, you're going to win that hat. So how many yards did Zeke have today? Somebody throw that up in a comment. Let's make sure it's accurate. I'm going to check this post over here and see who is going to win this hat. Kramer Maho says, how you sign up? Well, there's a green badge at the bottom of this live stream that you're watching on the comments. Check it. It's a green badge with a heart. Hit that and sign up there. If not, go to the front page and it says become a supporter, that blue button. It's called a call to action button. Click that. It'll take you to that same page. You'll be able to sign up. But Brian Lewis, the supporter, says 110 yards. Is that about right? Does that sound right?
Blacka. That's right on, actually.
110 yards. Okay. So let's check the comment section over here. Oh, man, John Leedy had 104 yards. Kyle Gentry, 105. Oh, Timothy Bond with 112. Man. That was close. 108, Brandon Reddock, King Sharon. Good job.
Be red.
Folks off by 2 points, man. And no, nobody nailed it on the head again this week, man.
That's a real even number, man, to call too. There's no, it's so tough to be like 100, 110, 120. Everyone's like 120, 113. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to pick that odd number in order to be close, unless you were doing something within 1 point, which you were not, unfortunately. But
Right. And shout out to Curtis Griffith, who just signed up right now with us online. I checked on the back end. I've got you there. So
Nice.
one more supporter will put you on this quest for the 6-pack. If we can get one more supporter while we're on live here, I'll just pull this out, show you. I'll pull the wheel up. We'll do it right here on the live as long as my man Bob ain't got no problem with it.
Roll with it. I'm excited. I like seeing people get stuff. Are you kidding me? I got a drawer full of shit I got from you over the since 2016, BG. It's all immaculate. I don't know. I'm keeping it for a museum or something.
Yeah, I know. I got plenty of stuff to give away. Like shout out to my man Stash Man, who I linked up with. Stash Man gave this to me about a couple of years ago when I went out to his house.
Stash.
Who can tell me where this piece of turf might have came from? Take a wild guess.
I'm gonna go Texas Stadium, man.
Man, look at that. You are on the money, baby. That's right. It's actually between the locker room and where they came into the tunnel and the locker room door right there across. He says he's pulled it up from right there. So appreciate that, Stash, man.
Nice.
We're giving away all kind of stuff. So 110 yards for Zeke. Unfortunately, nobody hit it on the head. You're going to have to come back next week. I've actually found 2 of these. Actually, one's mine he gave me, but I think I might give away 2. So stay tuned. We'll play this again next week against the Patriots. Well, you can come over here and you'll have to follow along. So make sure you check that out moving forward in the future. So what you smoking on today, man? Because I'm about to pause for a small chronic break. I need to roll up me a victory blunt, if you know what I mean.
Good chemistry, monkey business. Good chemistry, monkey business, man. It's a beautiful strain. I think, I haven't been able to stray. There's, good chemistry is actually just the greatest bud I've smoked in my entire life, and just continue to enjoy it. So they have a lot of new strains, if I'm being honest, and that's kind of the reason why I'm actually okay with the fact that it's taken a little bit for me to get my stuff going on, because all the new strains are actually pretty insane. But this one is Purple Mayhem and Banana Kush.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, that's a double. that's a double indica for your brain, and you know me, man. I'm all about those indicas. So,
bro, I was on an indica stint for a little bit, and I was trying to.
I remember.
I was like, I was good in some aspects, but then I was just like, I had to get back. You know what I mean? I had to get back, man. I'm back on that Chem dog now. I had to get back on my sativa. Ooh. It took me for a little bit of loop. I was, trying to figure some things out as we, take this medical cannabis journey here. I appreciate you initially helping get in my car. So folks that are checking us out here say, wow, these Cowboy fans breaking out weed, smoking weed, doing all kind of shit. Well, if you haven't tuned in to Square Groupers here, how many episodes did we do? About 20 something, I thought, right?
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
So we'll be looking on the lookout for us to come out with some more content, especially with your Cowboy Cousins here. But if you need to learn how to get a medical cannabis card, my man right here next to me. Did I get it? Am I getting it right?
You did.
Okay. Right next to me here. Y'all hit him up. He's out in Colorado. I'm in Washington State, the Big Green Rush, between Washington and Denver. So if you got questions when it comes to cannabis, medical cannabis, strains, my man is a cultivator. We shared his YouTube channel here with you guys, so check it out. But we're pausing for a small chronic break. You know what I mean? But you said you were on that bananas and something, right?
It's called Monkey Business. Yeah, it is. It's Purple Mayhem and Banana Kush number 2.
Mm. Well, I'm on
that.
What?
It's funny that glue that you're talking about.
Yeah.
That's right in the same category as sort of like a Blue Dream, where it's going to be sold to you as a sativa or sativa dominant, but it still has qualities that if you need to go to bed, you can still smoke that and go to bed. It has everything to do with the terpenes, the oils, the flavor profile of that particular plant. There's a lot of terpenes that lean towards relaxation that are actually in sativa strains. So that's one of them. Gorilla Glue as well. I mean, there's a couple of them that are so potent that they can sort of be indicas if you need them to.
Yeah. Shout out to King Sharon. He says, this is the Price is Right. That hat would have been mine. We don't do that rounding down and rounded up shit over here. We did before, but when it comes to Zeke, baby, he's reeling them yards off. And like my man said, run the damn ball. I seen a crazy stat. I think I shared it with you. We're 25-4 when Zeke rushes for 100 yards or more.
That's big, man. That's game. That's ball control, man. That's game. That's game dictation. That's the way you want it done, man. We used to try that all the time. We did it with DeMarco Murray successfully for a good time, and that was when we started seeing sort of a rebirth of that. And then he went and took off to the enemy's nest. But yeah, it's a good thing to be able to have this problem where we've got two extremely capable running backs. We've got 110 rushing yards out of our boy Zeke today, but 75 out of Pollard. Zeke saw the end zone.
Bro, we had over 200 yards on them total, I think. Didn't we have we ran over 200 yards? Yeah, we had.
Yeah, because Prescott had a few, Wilson had a few, Lamb had a couple. But yeah, it's 185 just between Zeke and Pollard. Yeah. Unless these stats are I don't know.
No, it's over 200. 110 for Ezekiel Elliott, 75 for Pollard, 6 for Dak, Cedric Wilson.
There you go.
Cedric Wilson had 6 and CeeDee Lamb had 4.
But look at this other stat that I think that folks are, after seeing all those yards on the ground, we still were able to get Lamb 84 in the air, Schultz 79 in the air, Cooper 60 in the air, Noah Brown, Wilson, Pollard, Zeke. They all got receptions, man. Wilson's the only one that had only one. Everyone else had multiple receptions. Bro,
we were averaging, I think, 36 points before we came in here. Now we scored how many? 40? I mean,
44.
It's Team 40 burger this year, baby. With all those weapons, I mean, think about it. Come on, Dak is over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns. Zeke is over 100 yards and a touchdown. You're not going to beat us like that. And Diggs is getting a pick every game. You're not going to beat. The only people that's going to beat the Cowboys is the Cowboys.
100%. It's that shift. It's this. We've been talking about this, man. We used to write about it in 2016. This Garrett culture, it needs to go. This clapping for mediocrity needs to go. We need somebody to come in and maybe not turn it on its head, but show some young folks before they become bad habit users and instill into their mind that it is still all about production on the field, not how you smile in your toothpaste commercials, not all this other shit that happens outside, not how much the fans love you. It's how much you're putting in to make the team win. And let me tell you, man, McCarthy is just old school, win the game or get off the team. We saw that a few days ago, and we'll continue to see that because folks are falling in line with him, man. He has an idea.
You know, and shout out to Kellen Moore. Like I said, the blue crayon strikes again when you seen that play where Zeke scored on. I thought that was pretty good formation. That was definitely
another part of it all.
Yeah, that's definitely we didn't see under Jason Garrett. Now, when you bring up Jason Garrett, you see me out, my blood starts to fucking boil. You know, that dude for so long, when you talk about that and we talk about these players' careers, and you guys have heard me say this all the time, the NFL stands for, not that I played in it, and no, I've heard players say this out of their mouth. It stands for not for long. And when you got a coach that settled for mediocrity and more worried about his boys getting fired than his fucking guys getting the ring, I think clearly we can see the difference between the guys that want a ring before the guys who wanted to protect their dudes, if you know what I'm saying.
Super obvious. It's 100% obvious, and everyone's jaw hit the ground when Jalen got cut. It's just a business thing, and he's got no attachment to him. Do you know what I mean? It was real good to have this complete flip, other than Kellen, of the entire staff that hadn't had any attachment to any of these players, to start a new attachment to players they come in and draft. That's really what the winning formula can be if you've got a hard-nosed or accurate way of coaching your team. And look, man, we can talk as much as we want about how good we are as team as players. The coaches and the coaching staff need to get their props because they're doing a fantastic job in putting our team and team members in a position to win these games by a lot of freaking points.
Here's Curtis Griffith coming up on here. Brand new supporter. Thank you. Says, has a great question. How do you feel about us going for it on 4th down? I think it's a good idea with how physical we are. What's your thoughts on that, Bob?
Look, I got real terrified when Travis Frederick decided to call it quits. You know what I mean? We had just started getting sort of a little bit of continuity with him back being the anchor, and having this Tyler Biotish kid come in. I think it was the second year or maybe first year they threw him in to be a starter. Granted, he's had some issues, but this offensive line we have right now was not the offensive line anybody at the beginning of the season said we would have any sort of success with. There is absolutely nobody that said that. Matter of fact, the entire question was defense and offensive line, which if you don't have a good both of those, your team's shit anyway. How do we feel about going for it on 4th down? It scared me at first because I'm so used to doing that. And
the Garrett mentality, the Garrett culture got you fucking scared.
It's got me scared, man.
Bro.
You know it exactly, dude.
That's what made me go off on that cat, bro. It was against the Houston Texans when it was 4th down. We're in their territory and he fucking punts.
Yeah.
And like, we can't win playing soft like that, man.
Your coach, if your coach tells you stay on the field and get this 1st down on 4th, you look to yourself and you say, this guy actually thinks I can do this. This dude he doesn't only give us plays in order to maximize our potential and what we can do. He tells us that when it's on the line, this lineup, no matter who's in, they're gambling. He's gambling that we're going to win that bet. And we do almost all the time, man. That offensive line has been surprising the shit out of me, man. It really has. And so going forward on 4th, is it a good idea? And in most instances, when we were trying to get them to jump off sides today on that, when it was on our 30, our 30, I was saying to myself, this is not the time to go forward on 4th down, and we didn't. We were just trying to get them to jump off sides.
You got to pick your shots. I'm not saying go for it all the time, but damn, Jason Garrett, every fucking time, punt, timeout, punt.
There's no reason not to.
Zeke up the middle, first fucking play every game. Like everybody like knew that.
Yeah,
we were so fucking predictable.
It's so true. Today we weren't either. There's, because I'll go back and watch. Since every one of these damn games has been on TV, other than the Brady, the Buccaneer game that I was down in Miami watching, I had them. Actually, I think I have that on the DVR too. I've looked back on all of these, and it's just, it seems total dominance, man. And I think, like you said, I've still got Garrett shock. I'm very, very apprehensive to celebrating too much, but at this point, my God, man, we are doing what we need to do, and our team looks good and fast and young, and they're jumping routes and they're hitting people.
Anthony Brown got a pick 6. Holy shit, I'm about to have a heart attack. He's only maybe had 2 the whole time he's been in Dallas, right?
Yeah, and someone can argue that it was garbage time for that to happen. Who knows?
I'm still giving him his flowers. Thank you, because
it happened. It happened in a game.
You had enough fucking toast on your ass. You was burnt toast. You still Anthony Brown, doo-doo Brown, burnt toast. But good look on that pick 6. We need more of that, because like some of the fans are saying, you got Diggs on one side, you got somebody to threat on the other. Who are we throwing to?
And actually, Brown being that 3rd guy in the slot, he's actually pretty damn good when he's just covering the slot. If you're asking him to go down the sideline with too many people, man, it's an issue.
Yes, thank you. And Antonio Cologne joining the show. First time I've seen that name. It says, what I love about our team is, we've had, this is not a really complete team, but think about it, if we had a complete game, like talking about this first half, just kind of paraphrase this up a little bit. But yeah, I was saying the same thing. It's a tale of 2 halves. If you guys see me come on here and go live, like this second half had to be totally different, because that first half, 2 turnovers by Dak alone, Jesus. I was at the home opener when Dak threw the damn interception and touchdown. I'm like, man, come on. This here we go again. This feeling like Garrett. But here's the proof in the pudding. How many of y'all actually slept better last night before the game today than you normally did with Jason Garrett as coach?
100%. Knowing that, because here the deal is that what we do, there are certain teams we've got to beat. And when we're playing a team that has only won 1 game so far, 4 games into the season, we've got to go in and whip their ass, especially at home. And let me give my shout out to anybody who was out there today. For the first time in a long time, man, I've got to say, AT&T Stadium sounded loud as shit, man. It felt like home field advantage, man, which if anybody who's been there, unfortunately I haven't, but I've heard it. I've heard lack of noise on lots of occasions. It seems like we aren't really a home team threat, but it seems this year, man, like you always say, business is good for winning, man, and folks are out there having a great time, man. And man, I got to say, it sounded like home field advantage today, man. We were loud.
Well, it's the new AT&T standard. You know what I mean? I shared that with you guys over at officialamericasTeam.com, and I went to the home opener. You know those towels that they put in your seat when you go in and sit down if you've been to a game before? Shout out to everybody that won towels. I actually brought about 5 of those out and gave them to my supporters.
Nice.
I'm looking for one more supporter. Thank you, Curtis Griff, for getting on board. One more supporter will get you in the quest for the 6, and we'll actually do it on here. But the new AT&T Stadium standard, you got to get your ass up on 3rd down, wave the towel, and get loud. That's standard. Get it?
That's beautiful.
Standard. It's standard. Get your ass up. Who the fuck pays even the standing room only ticket money to go to fucking Jerry's World? I know they can't sit down because it's standing room only. That's kind of ironic. But the folks, the folks way up top paying the money to go up there too. You don't come in there just to sit down and watch the big screen. You come in there, stand up, and get rowdy. So rowdy, pun intended, right? They get rowdy out there. Shout out my man Brian Heron, who won rowdy.
Oh shit! You're 2020,
and then when we get to 80, like I said, the next one that signs up when we get to 80, we're gonna give away this dual purpose cup. So tune in with us here. But man, I'm gonna tell you that culture and what we see with this team right now. I mean, it's exciting. I think the only team that can beat us is ourselves.
100%. And again, that still falls on the coaches, man. If the coaches are putting us in position to do stupid things, and I think a lot of folks can probably still be up in arms with the way our coach handles his timeout situation, but we didn't need to worry about that today. So that's not really a deal. Our coaches are doing great. It is a new culture switch, and I think maybe it's time to feel safe about saying this team is damn good, because God knows I've thrown it up on Official America's team a bunch of times. I have no problem saying it, man. We are a damn good team this year, and we are really one of the only teams that could beat us right now. There's some out there that'll challenge us for sure, but I don't know, man. This squad seems just ready to go, man.
Yeah, we got the Patriots on deck next. So we're going to have Victory Monday tomorrow. We're going to have the Patriots up next on deck. And then we got the Broncos and the Falcons before. We're in November. Obviously, the Broncos and Falcons in November before we head up late in November to the Chiefs Kingdom. And then that's right before the Thursday night Thanksgiving game against them Raiders, who think that their number 4 is better than ours, but I beg to differ.
Yeah, that's crazy talk right there. I don't think that's real. I don't know where they're reading that. It's Ray Tard's fans saying that. You know what I mean? I think it's cool. We are, the other 4 in Houston, he's been quieted. This 4 in Oakland, he's been pretty much, we already said he ain't gonna win more than 5 games. But the 4 that is the truth in the league is the one right now that you're watching with America's team. He is the truth. And it's beautiful to see him out there sliding when he needs to slide instead of trying to take that chance. It's really, really good. And if you've been watching him for a long time, you understand what I'm saying. It's good to see him throw the ball away when he needs to throw the ball away. He's so used to trying to take everything on his shoulders that he's starting to realize he's got enough people around him that if he throws it away, he can live for another play and have positive yards on that, man. Before, I think he was just trying too much. Like Snoop Dogg says, man, you're doing too much. He was doing too much at some point.
It seemed like a couple of Giants players, I've seen a couple folks were making comments too. I guess they were trying to twist his ankle. They were getting dirty down there in the bottom of the ball. Folks seen that. So I put that invite link in the comments down there. So if you guys were at the game and want to come up on here and share your experience, please click the link, join us. If not, if you'd like to come on here, make sure you're on Wi-Fi, got some, make sure you turn your phone sideways, hit that link and come up on here and join us. We'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it in terms of the game. But shout out to Alex, before I pass it back to you, Bob, all the way from Allentown, PA. A lot of Cowboy fans out there in PA. Appreciate you rolling with us today.
Yeah, this team's for real right now, man. This team is for real right now, man. And I don't know, man. I feel so apprehensive. I text with my friends that I've been texting with for years on my text group. Shout out to all you guys I've been texting with every Sunday, every football season for 10, 15 years right now. It's real hard to get happy because we're so used to getting that down. But at the same time, looking forward to some of the games that are coming up. We've got a great chance to be in the postseason, which I can almost all but guarantee, barring any crazy incident. But we also are able to compete on a high level with teams. I really think if we have to go back and play the Bucs, I think we win that game.
I think so too. We could very easily be 4-0 right now. Very easily. Especially after the small sample size we've seen now these last 4 games after that game. But shout out to Antonio Colon, who just became the second supporter online here today. So that completes that list. So let's pull this out and see what's in the quest for the 6-pack, baby. So the last 2, we had a pair of socks, right? So let's see what we got here. Oh, look at that.
Blocka.
Pair of rowdy socks. And this is especially for the kids. So those 6 folks. So if you got kids, holidays is coming up. It's a good stocking stuffer for your kids.
Yeah, it is.
Rowdy. Pick these
Your
up.
uncles too. Shit.
Yeah, uncles too, right? Pick these up out, pick these up out at LA while I was there. So congratulations to Brian Macklin, Blake, Thomas, Jose Guevara, Kim Pizarro, Curtis Griffith, and Antonio Colon. I'm gonna get this wheel set up with these names, boss, so you can keep them busy right quick. And then we're gonna give away these rowdy socks while we're on here. So shout out to the 2 supporters that just got online. Hit that green badge if you want to support the content here, baby. Once we get to 100 before Thanksgiving, we're done. We're doing everything in the supporter group exclusively.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Beautiful thing. We got, I don't know, all around. I'm just looking at the statistics. We're glad we got Zerline hitting field goals. That's beautiful. Some of these, we had Jabril Cox, it looks like, return a kick. That's crazy.
Is he the one that slammed Danny Dimes down?
I don't know. That's but really the point is this. We saw what was going on when Jalen Smith was sometimes in there, and I'm not going to dump on Jalen. I'm just saying I think there was a little bit of a step back for him. And it's good to see that this week, even though we were playing a severely depleted team, a dude like LVE stood up and did what he needed to do. I saw him make some great plays. I just saw the team overall make it easier for every other person in every other position, which is really what's been sort of our Achilles heel. We've always been good here or there, but never everywhere. And I feel like we are good everywhere, and we're greater in some areas right now. But regardless, if we're able to cover people, if we're able to put pressure on the quarterback, it makes it easier. They make those 2 positions make it easier for each other. And I'm excited about that. 100% that our defense is sick.
All right, man. So I got the wheel of names set up, baby. We got the quest for the 6-pack. As you can see, we are live doing our first live giveaway here with our supporters on Victory Sunday. About to be Victory Monday. We got these rowdy socks for the youth. And shout out to those 6 folks that are up for it. So I'll shuffle these names around and let's go ahead and let's see who we're going to get a winner on here today.
I love the randomness of this wheel.
Here we go, baby. Jose is the winner, baby. Shout out, Jose. Jose signed up today, actually. Look at that. And you can win as soon as you get in, if you know what I mean. Shout out to Jose, baby. Jose, do me a favor. Send me a DM, man, so I know where to mail your prize. It'll be in the mail next week, baby.
Congratulations. How about them Cowboys? Beautiful, beautiful. Got a lot of folks on the comment section here today, man. How's it going, everybody? Damn. Yeah, it's good. It's good to have support, you folks out there, man. Let me tell you, this it's a wonderful thing when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, man. It brings a lot of people together, man. We're a worldwide team, man. And when we're winning, everyone's grinning. We're all feeling good. Everyone's being friends. So let's everybody link up while we're in a good mood here with this team, man. It doesn't seem like it's going to come. The bad times are going to come anytime soon.
Well, I mean, you still got the injury bug, as we've seen. Saquon Barkley went out and their quarterback. So we got to count our blessings every day because them 2 opponents, they like to show up whenever the fuck they want to, and that's injury and this COVID protocol shit that's been kind of quiet. However, you can just imagine as the season progresses and these games get more and more, valuable to divisions, teams, there's going to be this fuckery that's going to come out when it comes to this COVID shit. You can almost bet, you can go to the Super Bowl and imagine a top player getting put out because of COVID protocol. It's the shit they write about in books. I'm telling you, it can happen. So turn on your notifications here. You know, we'll have to stay tuned. But those are the 2, folks that we try to keep up with between injury and COVID. Luckily, we've had our fair share with that, but any given Sunday, we know that shit can strike. So let's knock on wood, baby, count our blessings. Feel me?
That's the truth. That's the truth. We've got, like you said, the Patriots coming up. After that, the Vikings, the Broncos, the Falcons, the Chiefs, the Raiders. Those are some defenses that are not great. The Saints after that, Washington, the Giants again, Washington again, the Cardinals. Which is really if I'm looking at this particular schedule moving forward, the Cardinals is really the team that's going to be the toughest to beat. And that's not until January 2nd. That's the second to last game on our schedule. We've got a lot of teams that we are playing between now and then that are massively beatable. And if we don't just run the table right now, I'd be pretty upset.
Well, if you didn't get a chance to win that, Santa's back on his grind. I got a new quest for the 6-pack, baby. We just gonna keep it rolling. Our goal is to get to 80, or actually, 80. So we're looking for 6 more. We had the 2 sign up today, so I got another quest for the 6-pack. I'll let you get a quick look in there right there, and come over here and check us out. But man, the Patriots up next. You know, that's a road game, so we've got to take our road game out there and make it our A game, and we need to go up there and slap them Patriots around. And just keep rolling, baby.
Yeah, October 17th. So, yeah, it looks like after that game is our bye week. Somebody was asking that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we have a bye week after the Patriots. So, fantasy football
Nice.
implications are there, especially if you had Zeke. And like me, I had Dak Prescott today. Thank you, Dak, for turning that around. You had me worried after that pick and that fumble. I was like, man, I'm going to lose in my money league again. But I would rather win if Dak lost, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
We both won, so thank you, Dak. I appreciate that, baby. Dak's my quarterback. Shout out to all them fans that was commenting early on in the game talking about we looking like garbage again. We look like shit again. The Cowboys are exposing themselves. Shout out to all them fans out there with no fucking faith and loyalty. We see you.
yeah, I've been just taking screenshots for a long time. Go back and throw those. You don't do it anymore?
Yeah, I don't even take screenshots no more, man. I just like to take a shit and read comments on the BDG page. And when folks like to get out of line, I just flick them like a booger or wipe them off with like a piece of toilet paper and flush them down the toilet. You know what I mean? Like my girl Shamika says, yeah, them fake ass fans, they all up in there. They be waiting, man. That's them kind of fans. I don't understand that. How can you be a Cowboy fan? You just wait for them to fuck up so you can comment and be like, there they go again. Told you so.
Misery loves company, man.
I guess so.
It can't be too miserable. We're winning.
Yeah. You're right about that. And speaking of company, I need to go keep this blunt company, if you know what I mean. And, you know, we've been here rolling about 50 minutes on the Cowboy Cousins post-game report. You got any parting shots before we get out of here, Big Bob?
You know, besides the Cowboys having one of the best defenses in the league right now, what? No. If you want to see how to grow cannabis, check out my YouTube page, Cultivating with the Cannabis Cowboy. He threw the link up there. I'm on Facebook. Now. I'm on Facebook as well. I'm on Instagram. Go check out some of the videos I've made. Let me know how you if you like them. I've got a lot of stuff. Matter of fact, man, we're coming on anniversaries, like 1-year anniversaries for a lot of this stuff. BG, it's crazy, man. Like all the stuff that we started doing is coming through like 2-year, 1-year cycles.
I got 3 days before my card expires, so I got to renew my cannabis card that you helped me, cannabis medical card here that you helped me get.
That is crazy.
Already a year gone by and having to renew it. I remember having that conversation with you, man. Time literally flies, but you guys see the link up there. Y'all hook up with my Cowboy cousin. He back on the scene, the Cannabis Cowboy, and we are about the green, if you know what I mean. So thank you guys and ladies for hanging out with us here today on the Cowboys post-game report, and thank you for them new supporters that signed up. And like I said, we got 6 more spots right now on the quest for the 6. Help us get to our goal of 80. When we reach 80, we're going to give away this dual purpose cup. You can put some drinky drink in there, or you can put some juicy juice in there for your kids. You know what I mean? So depending on what you want to do. But y'all been rolling with Cowboys Unifier and Bobby Cannabis Cowboy, baby. Until y'all see us again next time, look for us off in these streets. It's your square groupers, baby. Y'all know how we do it. We'll see y'all on the next episode.
Keep growing.